Are you ready? Open your eyes.
I can see. I can see. Thank you.
Okay. Now, no direct lights for a while. Okay, Kathy? And you're going to have to wear dark glasses in the sunlight.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay. Let me take a look at those lovely eyes. Fine.
Everything is so wonderful. The walls and the furniture. Everything.
Kathy, come here for a minute. Come on. Now, just look up, and you'll see a very pretty young lady.
Could I be alone for a little while?
Sure. Just don't tire yourself, understand?
I understand.
Nurse?
Ladies and gentlemen, as a terrified Kathy Turner stares into a mirror in her hospital room and somehow sees a murder. A murder that happened 2 months ago. But is it so strange after all? Kathy Turner is blind for 10 years. Today she sees for the first time following a cornea transplant operation. Now this reporter has made certain inquiries, the results of which he shares with you now. The eyes which have given Kathy Turner vision were willed to City Memorial Hospital some time ago by a young girl who later met a violent death. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the same young girl whose murder Kathy Turner witnesses today. Now, that murder has never been solved. And yet, somehow, some way, Kathy Turner sees that crime today. She sees that still unknown assassin. And tonight, this reporter can only wonder along with you as a dead girl's eyes see again, perhaps to bring her killer to the bar of justice.
Look, ever since I took off Miss Turner's bandages this afternoon, I've done nothing but answer questions. Now, it's late, and I'm tired, and I don't want any more outside calls. And I refuse to talk to any more reporters. The police give me no choice, apparently.
Well, you have to admit, Doctor, it does make a great story. Dead girl's eyes see again.
Lieutenant Woods, if I could find a staff member who gave it out, he could take up fiction writing as his new profession.
Now, it's not all fiction, Doctor. The description of the murdered girl given by Miss Turner fits right down to the last detail.
Miss Turner is a highly imaginative girl who has been blind for 10 years and has just undergone 6 weeks of post-op tension, wondering if she's going to be able to see or not. Now, what she had was simply a post-operative impression.
Right down to the exact description of the woman and the place where she was murdered?
Oh, come off it, Dr. Rhodes. Every detail of that murder got sensational news coverage at the time. Now, Kathy simply pieced the story together in her unconscious, and in her stress, it popped into her consciousness. Is there anything else, Lieutenant?
Is there, Dr. Rhodes?
I'd like to talk to Kathy again.
Well, I have no objection, unless she becomes upset. Her welfare and the welfare of this hospital must come first, even before a murder investigation.
Not a murder, Doctor. Murders. There's someone running around out there who likes to drown pretty girls. 4 of them so far.
All right. You have a job to do. So have I. This situation has already upset the hospital routine and brought us bad publicity. The administrators don't like it. My neck is on the line here. Don't forget that.
No, not for a minute, Doctor.
Now, I have rounds to make. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
Mike? You're beautiful. You were a real ball of fire.
What do you want me to do, Woody? I believe Kathy had a true psychic experience, but I can't prove it.
So what'd I bring you here for?
Because you think she did, too.
I'm strictly a hunch man. I had a hunch you could help. So far, you haven't even got the bat off your shoulder.
I get 3 strikes, right?
2. You just had strike 1 called.
You know what your trouble is, Woody? You want answers before I've even found the questions.
Look, Kathy, you gotta gotta forget about this dream or whatever it was. A wonderful thing has happened. You can see. Come on, you trust my judgment, don't you? Dr. Simmons says you can go home maybe tomorrow. I've got everything planned. I'm going to take you shopping, anything you want. And then we can go back to my cottage where you can rest up and where we can be alone. Can I get you anything?
No, I just want to move around a little bit.
I talked with Dr. Simmons, and he said there wasn't any reason why we couldn't go ahead and get married, just like we planned. Of course, there's no hurry. I know how it must be, seeing again.
It's like being reborn. Albert, have I said thank you to you?
Maybe 100 times.
I owe you so much.
Are you kidding? You don't owe me anything. Look, Kathy, we both waited a long time for this miracle to happen, and now it has. Now we're gonna have fun together. All those years of waiting and hoping are gonna get paid off at last. And you got it coming to you. And I'm gonna see to it that all that lost time gets made up.
Albert, please.
What is it?
Would you just leave me alone for a little while? Come in.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
That's okay. Dr. Rhodes, this is Albert Young. He's a very dear friend of mine.
How do you do?
Oh, well, I was just leaving. I'll see you in the morning, Kathy.
Did you speak with Dr. Simmons?
Yes.